Philadelphia Eagles. And off we go from Las Vegas. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Flush to his right.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. He expects that to continue in 2021.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. On the screen, this is Cannon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On first down, Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
Tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson gets it to his running back, Cannon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kylan Granson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance to throw it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cannon. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They give to Cannon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's his 10th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 11 overall. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. room to run past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Lance. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Tanner Muse in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Lance now to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll run it right side with Cannon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 10. again. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. In his own end zone, it's Lance. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Lance's throw into the hands of Fan. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's Robinson again on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Wilson on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To throw again on second down. Lance. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the gun, a run with Cannon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's brought down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take make some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, it's Cannon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now with Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are back within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Shotgun now for Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Lance. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, this is Cannon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Sets up the screen to Robinson. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against him.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 10. looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Play action. Now it's Lance. That is taken in by the tight end, Fant. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now a play fake. Lance escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.